Welcome to ESO Daily. I am your host, Mr. Craven. Okay, so I'm going to be doing dailies, trying to get my Undaunted up to 9. Okay, and here's a good thing. Like somebody had posted. I get trolls, some trolls on the live feeds, and majority of you guys are actually trying to talk to me, like literally trying to have a dialogue with me. I'm not dual screened. I don't have a lot of money to afford my dual screen setup. I'm single screen setup. So majority of the time, 95% of the time, I cannot see what you guys are texting because I'm not dual screened. If later on down the road, if things progress and I can justify an extra video card and an extra screen, I will do it. Like somebody asked me if am I going to do a website. If things grow, yes, because this is not my main source of income or whatever. So if I can justify it later down the road, yes, I'm going to plan on doing these things. But majority of the time, I cannot see what you guys are texting. If you guys want to talk amongst each other, you can. If you have any questions, so that's why I'm always saying post after the vid. I'll answer any questions. But majority of the time, I can't see what you guys are saying. I just can't. So, because I'm not dual screened, you know, on contrary to popular belief, just because I'm a YouTuber, doesn't mean I have money, you know. Yeah, I mean, you get some monetization, but definitely not enough to justify. At this point, the monetization is playing for my other platform at this moment. Ideally, I never wanted to be a YouTuber, but hey, whatever. So Elden Hollow 1 and a white gold, but I'm not going to probably do that. Blackheart Haven would be a good one. And I'll do the bets. Yeah. So I feel bad. I actually do, because a couple of you guys really are trying to ask questions, like legit questions. You guys have questions, and that's fine. But just save the questions till after the video. That's the only thing I can tell you, because I'm not dual monitored. It sucks. I get it. But it does save me the hassle of not having to deal with trolls. I saw Snoopy's comment, like, shit-ass healer. I'm like, dude, do you even know how the DK healer works? Probably fucking not. I played every content with DK healer except Halls of Fabrication. I haven't been back into. I haven't got to run my DK healer. I know a couple DK healers, and you know, on the PS4 now, and one or two on PC. Very rare healers, but the ones I know do endgame content. So DK Healer offers a nice amount of buffs. It works really well with Templar. You put a Templar and a DK together. Templar Healer, DK Healer. Yeah, it's a nice combo. They match up very well in trials. Very well in trials. You know, everybody's like, oh, you have it. And like, yeah, shut the fuck up. You guys don't know what you're talking about. First, no other class could heal. Remind you guys this. I'll remind you. First, it could never be done. Oh my god, it can't be done. It can't be. What in the fuck is going on with this queue system, man? I should queue right away. Hold on. We'll hit up white gold normal. Maybe that will help speed it up. I don't know. I have no idea. But yeah, so honestly guys, you know, when I came into Elder Scrolls, let me give you guys a little background. I took a break from MMOs. I was my last MMO, I was between Rift and DC, and DC was really nice because it was very casual but had elements in it that you can enjoy the content. Like, it had raids and stuff. And kind of comparable with Trials. And it was really good. I really liked DC Universe. PvP, not so much. I mean, I did PvP with the classic characters and all that. But I really couldn't, like, when it came to classes, I couldn't really get into DC. too many issues for PvP. PvE was badass though. Story content, badass. Those devs over there for DCUO, pretty freaking good when it comes to that type of content. Rift, I just was starting to walk away. Me and my guild, we had this big falling out because a couple of us years ago, this was years, not my main guild. I had a character in my guild that I've been with for years. It's Dark Chaos. I've been with DC since SWG. And we went to games together. We played World of Warcraft together. We played Vanguard together. That guild was solid. Never had. That's my main guild for a reason. But I was in a raid guild on another tune, which I would raid with, do all my other characters, and then of course there was this big fallout because of elite attitudes, right? And it got ugly. It's just that's what that type of. It does. It makes people ugly. And we got a couple of the officers. I was an officer. We got into this meeting. We got into this discussion about guildies rolling pugs to progress them. A couple of people were opposed to it, but I was one of those players helping other players. So I kind of got backlash at, and I'm like, you know, why is it such a bad thing to help other players progress? I don't understand that. Like, I don't get it, right? And I didn't at the time. And to this day, I don't. You know, because why? Yeah, I just think that in a community, you want to make players better. You want to progress them. And, of course, big falling out. Half the guild members left because nobody could come to, like, a compromise. They wanted to keep, like, you know, elite guilds be, you know, server first, scoreboards, all this bullshit. And I was just like, so when I came to Elder Scrolls, for me, this was kind of a more, I wanted to have a laid back. I wanted to get rid of the elite attitude because when I was doing type shit, you know, I was like, this has to be this way. This has to be that way. This has to be this way. This has to be that way. And it was all this bullshit attitude, man. And at the end of the day, man, I guess I couldn't stomach. Look at that tank, 47. I love you, man. You the shit, man. You're the shit. I really couldn't stand the elite shit going on. So when I took a look at ESO, we already knew, a shitload of MMOers knew about Elder Scrolls ahead of time. All right? We already knew about it. So for us, we were just waiting until it was at least playable. For me personally, it was like that. I'm like, I am not playing one of my most beloved titles and hate it because of bugs. But I came in at a perfect time because when I came in, they had implemented the group queue system, and all of a sudden, I was right after Orsinium, a couple months after Orsinium. Then all of a sudden, One Tamriel, Dark Brotherhood, Thieves Guild, they fixed the justice system. I mean, it was a perfect time to come into Elder Scrolls, and it felt like I hated the class-based setup, but I mean, the world felt like, you know, Elder Scrolls, and me personally, I really liked every direction of what the devs were planning on going. Why am I in front? I'm the healer. But, but I love it when somebody's never played a DK or any other healer and they want to bash them. I'm like, dude, unless you can play it, unless you know, to me, you have no room to criticize. If you want to come in and criticize, you know, based on your experience, hey man, I'm not a proud person. I'm definitely down for advice any way I can get it. You know, I think that's one thing. I'm not a prideful person in life. I think you can always learn something from somebody, right? There's always room for improvement. Now, like, would I run this build in a trial? No. It's good for vets. And that's kind of another thing I build too. I'm like, can I run this in a vet? Didn't I just see a heavy sack? I thought I saw a heavy sack around here. Oh well. Moving on. Hopefully they remember to hit my orbs. Like the last group, nobody hits orbs. The orbs do give a healing effect on the synergy. And not only that, you're getting resources. Not my fault if people aren't playing the mechanics the way they're supposed to be played. This tank's badass. Yeah. Yeah, no problem. I'll hook you up. That's another thing. Like, who would think night set? Okay, if people want night set. I've never rolled it yet. I haven't got to try it yet, to be honest with you. But that's what I like about this game, man. Just so many possibilities for builds with sets. Always have to remind people. Once again, guys, I'm sorry that I don't have a dual screen. Really, I am. But once again, you know, if things work out and I can afford it later down the road, I'll get it. I got kids, you know. That's a cost within itself. Well, I was wondering where that dude was. I was like, why can't I see my person I'm trying to heal? I know, I was just looking for a heavy sack. It's bugged. That one's bugged. It's bugged. One's been bugged. I always put the barrier on that dude, especially until they get the mobs cleaned. No deaths. Go Mystic. Go, 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 go. Like I said, guys, I know the healers in this game. Like, I played them all. And the DK is probably the weakest healer. The reason being, he mitigates prior to healing. When you get the rotation right, you're mitigating 2,500 from the rip, right? Then you heal. Yeah, you stack the mitigating effects on this with sets and other applications, and I'm sorry, man. DK's got a lot of strengths to it as a healer. Painting. Alright, guys, we had some technical difficulties. Don't know what's going on here. Hello? I don't know what's going on. I think that's on my end. We'll see. Internet spike or some shit. Alright, says we're still streaming, so... Alright. Yeah, that was rough. Don't know what the hell happened. Well, at least I got credit for killing the bitch. Sucks. Let me make sure. Yep. We're good. I ain't getting the loot, but... Dude's like, you go offline, didn't even know. Somebody's behind me. That's why I hate. Don't go. Why do people with bows want to always stay behind the healer? God. Easy way to die, guys. Easy way to die. Go behind the healer. Hiding. You're not hiding, you're getting yourself killed. Easy way to die. You see, it's so much easier when you stay in front of a healer. It must be rocket science. It's new to MMOs. No! Dude! Yes. You're making my job harder. Not a new concept. Jeez. So much easier. See? That's nice. That's okay. Alright, over here. Yep. We know the routine. Stack. Ready. Make sure these hots are down. See, that's one thing I hate. It's like I have to hit it twice when I should only have to hit it once. Ah, shit. See the blue shield around him? That's from the combat's physician. It's mitigating almost 10k. Just in case he turns me into a skeleton next. There we go. Ooh, nice impen. Nice. That's not a bad set. Looks good. Alright, leaving group. Turn in. I like pugs, man. I mean, I really do. I can roll with my friends on PS4 quite a bit. And it's fine. You know, we get it done. I don't... coming back, like I said, a former elitist, coming into this game, I wanted to just wash away any of the bullshit that I've had in the past. I'm just tired of it, man. Done it for too long, whatever, and it's just like, I see this game for what it is. I enjoy it. I get to play the content. Don't have much of a problem. Get to come out with killer builds. A lot of people know me for my healer builds, and I enjoy it. I really do. Excuse me. I don't have this I'm the best in the world attitude. You know, when I was younger, I was a competitor, did martial arts. I was really strong competitor. And prior to that, I had like a chip on my shoulder, right? So I always felt like I had to prove something to people. And when I got into fighting now, everything was pretty much amateur fighting. But I was competitive in Taekwondo for a while, and I did kickboxing and some other stuff. Um, it kind of settled me down a lot. And I realized that at any given time, no matter how good you think you are, you can lose. In life, in competitions, in anything. You can, being competitive and pushing yourself forward, right? You don't have anything to prove to anybody but yourself. And I just feel like a part of me is always going to have to go tooth and nail with people. You know, to have to show them what's occurring. But to me, it's not about right or wrong. It's about how we grow. Like I said in this video earlier, I'm a type of person I feel like you can learn from everybody. I think there's something that everybody has to offer that, you know, that you, don't be too proud, man. You know, pride is a very bad thing. When you let pride get in the way, you can prevent yourself from learning, and that can be a problem. So I always tell people, man, I'm not a prideful person. I take it for what it is, you know. You return again. The legend. Let's see if it's Undaunted 9. That's what I'm in here for. Yes. Let's take a look at the sheet now. Hell fucking A, man. Loving it. It's where I want to be. It looks good. Looks good. You know, definitely looks great. Can't ask for better. I could pull that down maybe a little bit, pump up maybe the magic to 37K. So, but we'll get the boost with Horns of the Reach, so we'll see how that turns out. All right, guys. I want to thank everybody for watching. And once again, I'm sorry I don't have dual screen. We'll see in the future, you know, what happens. But if you have any questions, I do read comments. So if you do have questions, post them. You know, I'll read them. I'll respond to them. Majority of the time, I will respond to post. So, you know, just go ahead, leave a comment if you have a question. But, you know, it is what it is. I'm a po man trying to make it in the world. I'm just a po man trying to make it. But I do want to thank you guys. And once again, and always, have a nice day.